Welcome back. In the video segment that we're about to consider, we are going to look at a situation that involves a single mother, and she has taken it upon herself to make her voice known at a PTA meeting. And before we get into the video, I want to make it clear that this is not an attempt to defame the mother. This is not an attempt to be negative about the things that were said and the way that it was presented. But at the same time, we have to draw attention to a few of the things that she said because they are, in my opinion, quite indicative of the situation that she's in. So let's get into the video and see what we can learn and see what's going on.
We coming in a new year. And the first thing that I'm going to tell teachers this, you got to go with an expectation even for educators. First of all, I know my son.
That's it.
I know what he did last year, but this is a new year. So I don't want nobody reminding me about what I understand, because he mine. And I know he was up here causing y'all up, and I should have been, more on top of his business, because his business is my business.
Exactly.
But see, Miss Rosalind, let me tell you this. The teachers, first of all, we ain't going to be in just any kind of classes. Everything that he's going to be in is going to go toward, hopefully, he may be going to the military, he may be going to a 4-year college, but I don't want him in no basket weaving classes. Okay? Yes. Now, I need to talk to every teacher because I need to give them my cell number.
All right.
Okay?
Yes.
Because see, he know I work 2 jobs. Wow. Now I'm gonna tell you this, Miss Rosalind. If I get a call from this school, and if I gotta get off my job to come up here because he don't know how to keep that mouth shut. Let me tell you, Miss Rosalind, I don't want to catch a case at your school now.
Hello.
But he know I will. He know I will. Do you understand that? We're not gonna have no problems this year, are we? Miss Rosalind, trust me on this one. And football, he want to go out for? Ain't no football. Parents.
That's it.
Parents.
Call it.
Parents.
Call it.
Ain't no basketball.
Right. Priorities.
Priorities.
All day long.
Until he can get his attitude right.
Right.
Until he can show me that he can be trusted.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, I took that cell phone away because that was an extra bill that I was paying.
That's right.
All them Air Jordans costing $200. He ain't got no job.
That's right. That's right.
It ain't happening. I'm going to tell you, he can get them Air Jordans when he get a job.
Hello.
But until then, all mama gonna do is make sure he got food, clothing, and shelter and support. And y'all got my support.
What else?
Yes. Because I don't want to come up here, and I'm telling you this, and I don't want to embarrass myself, and I don't want to embarrass my son. But he know I will. Okay? I will, because I love him.
Yes.
Okay? So I'm going to tell you this. All that we seeing, young people, Black Lives Matter, let me tell you this, all lives, mine matter. He mine. Yes. Understand that? He mine. I brought him in this world, and God knows I'll take him out. You have anything else you need to say? So wait a minute, Miss Rosalind, wasn't you one of his teachers last year?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. You owe her something, I know. Because wait a minute. He had to go to summer school because he failed your.
He failed my class because he interrupted my class. He talked a lot. He skipped classes.
So what do you owe Miss Rosalind?
I apologize, Miss Rosalind.
Excuse me, I couldn't even hear that.
I apologize.
Excuse me. You better get this, Miss Rosalind. Can you stand up, please?
And he's not standing.
Yeah, come on.
I apologize, Miss Rosalind.
Apologize for what?
Apologize for what? Yeah.
Interrupting, skipping your class, and
For everything.
everything.
Okay, but see, Miss Rosalind, let me tell you this now. This is the first time I didn't heard of him skipping class now. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Anytime he skip, you need to call me. Now, you know I don't like that. Okay, well I'm gonna tell you this. Any of these teachers, whatever, that he's skipping and I don't even know about that. Now I don't like that.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a big
Now
problem.
see, now parents, see now you got an expectation with school teachers. I don't even know he skipped class. But I deal with that when I get home. Okay? Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome, man.
Parents, let me tell you this.
Simple.
Y'all better set things in order
That's right.
at the beginning of the year, because see, at the end of this year,
Accountability.
when I get his grades and he's struggling, but he didn't change his attitude, he didn't change his behavior. That's right. Miss Roslyn gonna be.
Accountability.
May I speak to Miss Little? Yes, this is Miss Littlejohn. Yes, well, you know your son, he's having some difficulties, but you know what? Oh my God, I don't know what you did, honey, to him, but he has been just a perfect angel. He's been so respectful.
That is the sum total of the video segment. As I mentioned now, just to set the theme for you, the mother has taken over a PTA conference, and she is getting to the bottom of her son's behavior. So now, here are a couple of things that I noticed during the exchange that this mother had with this audience of parents and teachers and students. One thing I'd like to commend on is setting a standard as far as the classes that her son would take. She was about achievement. She was about using his education at this particular point as a springboard into something bigger and better. She mentioned that she would give her cell phone number to each of the teachers that her son had courses under, which was a preventative measure, because if they all have a way to contact his mom, then he knows what would be the consequences. And one thing I noticed too is that she said that there would be no extracurricular activities, no sports, until he prioritizes his schoolwork and his attitude. And then she mentioned also that she had taken his cell phone, and that the expensive gym shoes, the Air Jordans that she would normally buy him, she had suspended those purchases. She's not doing that right now. So now, all in all of those points are points of agreement that I have with the mother. But now you know this isn't over, right? So now I have to approach things from a masculine standpoint, or else this video for me would be absolutely useless, because we promote positive masculinity. So what did I see? What were some of the key indicators that we need to pick up on that shows the condition of the mind state of her son? First of all, this is a situation where she's using embarrassment and shame as a tactic to try to push her son toward more positive things. Now, I don't have any difficulty with that particular notion, but here's the thing. Shame and embarrassment only last so long, because as humans, we're creatures of habit. And if there's no change in our thought process, our thought pattern, then there'll be no change in our behavior. And embarrassment and shame is just not something that's going to work. It has to go deeper than that. And then the next thing I noticed is that the whole affair was simply an emotional exchange. Instead of presenting logic and reason to the young man, there was quite a bit of emotional outbursts, agreeing with the mother. Because I assumed that a lot of the audience were mothers. Because this particular mother is a single parent herself, then I have reason to believe that there are more single parents in the audience. And you even hear the individual that's doing the recording, she's agreeing with a lot of the points that the mother is making. So this is, as I mentioned, an emotional exchange. Reason and logic don't really come into the picture. And then if you notice, some of the things that were said about the young man, he's disruptive in class, he's skipping class, he's generally just being difficult to deal with. This is the point that I want you to hone in on. Because throughout everything that the mother said, did you hear her mention a father? Did you hear her mention anyone who could serve as a positive masculine role model for this young man? Did they come up in the conversation? They absolutely did not. So now, where is the structure for this young man? Where is the discipline? And when I say discipline, I don't mean corporal punishment. I don't mean taking away cell phones and shoes and things of that sort. I mean someone standing there teaching this individual self-control, teaching this young man that there's only so far that he can go without suffering some kind of penalty. And in this particular capacity, usually it's the father that reinforces the discipline and the structure that should exist for a young man or for a young woman. But we're dealing specifically with a young man in this particular instance, and that young man needs that. He needs that structure that his father provides, because if you notice, because there isn't an apparent structure in his home life, then when he gets out into the world, when he goes to school, and he's in society, he does not know how to react to the structure that exists in society. As we just mentioned, proof of that is that he's skipping class, he's being disruptive, he's not doing as well as he should be doing in order to progress in life in a positive direction. It's not there. And it's not there because he lacks structure. That's why I say the value of a man or a father in this particular instance is evident. And then if you go on now, there's something else I want to draw your attention to. Throughout the whole of the conversation that the mother is having, she mentioned that one of the primary things that were going on was her employment, her working. As a matter of fact, she has 2 jobs. 2 jobs. So if she has 2 jobs and she has a teenager, because that's what this young man appears to be, she has a teenager, then how can she provide structure if she's never really around? So now why do I bring that point to the fore? Because here is where forethought, planning, and diligence comes in. If this young man's father was involved in this situation, 2 things would not be the case. And when I say involved, I mean actively involved. 2 things would not be the case. The first thing, the mother would not have to work 2 jobs if she had to work 1, because the father would be intent on provision, providing for his family. And the second thing is, this young man would not be misbehaving the way that he is. Because most of the time there's a correlation between a male in the household that's taking the lead and providing for his family and structure that exists for his children. Usually that's the case. Now we're saying that, sometimes anomalies occur where things don't exactly go the way that they should, but ordinarily, if there's a provider male in the home, then there's structure for the children, because that provider male provides that structure that's necessary. So those 2 things would not be present in this particular household. Can you see the stress? Can you see the difficulty? You could hear the anxiety in the mother's voice. You could see through her actions that she was approaching which end with this young man. But the thing about it is simple. If you want to reach him, if he can be reached, which I believe he can, then I think that those in his community roundabout who see the potential in him should reach out and try to offer him help. What about his uncles? Right? What about his older cousins? What about maybe he has an older brother? Maybe he has individuals in the neighborhood who are good examples of masculinity, who can take this young brother underneath their wing and guide him in the way that he should go. I know that this is a difficult spot for the mom to be in, to have to work 2 jobs to provide for herself and her son. But at the same time, now we can't put this situation on autopilot. We can't do it. We can't. Because as I said in some of my previous videos, we're losing too many young men and young women to this world because of the fact that there's no one standing there to set standards and limitations for them, to discipline them, to give them structure. And so it would be necessary to find someone to actively look and acquire an individual who can help this young man to become the man that we know he can be. Because if you notice, one thing I always comment on, because I think is noteworthy, the young man, I should say, gave no difficulties as far as respect is concerned to his mother. He didn't disrespect her. He didn't show an ounce of disagreement with his mother. He humbly stood there and submitted to whatever it was that she said and did. And so that proves that there is a malleability there. You can shape him. You can mold him into something greater. And that's what they should be attempting to do. Now, as far as the teachers are concerned, the reason why he is skipping class, the reason why he's being disruptive is because, as I mentioned, the order that exists in society is foreign to him because that same order doesn't exist in his home. Now, am I saying that his mother is doing a bad job? I'm not. As a matter of fact, you just heard me give her the commendation that she deserved because of the way that she raised him. But what I'm saying is, the reality of the situation is that there is an order that exists in society, and when we move about in society, we have to be aware of that order, that structure, lest we become a problem within it. And that's all part of what a father does. Not only does he provide physically, but he provides socially. He helps his son to appreciate socially what are the things that would be required of him. He helps his son to appreciate the emotional content that he should offer to society by means of him being stoic, by means of him having self-control, by means of him being measured in the things that he does. And if the father is not there, then it won't be impossible for the son to learn these things, but there will most definitely be a delay. So as always, we appreciate the efforts of the single parents, especially this mother, for having the courage to come and try to set matters straight in regards to her son. Yes, because of the fact that she cares so much for him, she's going to do whatever is necessary in order for him to have the life that he deserves. And I subscribe to the fact that in addition to what she's doing now, it would be prudent if she added a positive masculine role model. I think things would work out wonderfully for the young man. He already has the mindset to change and to be better. And so we hope that that's the case with him. We hope that sometime from now we learn that he has gone on to do great and wonderful things. As always, look, we appreciate the fact that you came back. We thank you for listening once again. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We are still on the march to get to 4,000 subscribers. So while you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then get all of the notifications so that the next video segment that we drop, you'll be notified. All right. Thank you so much. As always, we hope that the week goes well for you. We pray that positive things come your way. Be easy.